How long did it take you to get down there? Where did you come from?
Nottingham.
Not too bad.
Yeah, so 2 or 3/4 hours.
So here's the watch.
Okay.
Got your papers here. Says you want a car as well. So 2019 September.
Yeah. Okay.
And the watch is literally like brand new, running as it should. And the condition's literally new.
Okay. Can you go through it with me? It's been I've had one 7 years ago, so yeah. So if you can go through the watch with me, how it does, because mine was a steel strap before. I didn't want a steel strap this time.
Also comes with blue, almost like alligator strap.
Yeah.
And obviously you've got your open case back.
Yeah.
You've got your chronograph pusher, which is going to start your timer hand.
Yeah.
And then this will start and stop it.
Yeah.
Once it's stopped, this will reset back. Here you've got your small seconds.
Yeah.
And then this is the minute counter for the chronograph. And then your date wheel at 6.
Yeah.
Why did you let go of the other one? How much did you pay and how much did you sell that one for back then?
I bought it off a friend who was a jeweller's. I think I bought it for 1,100 quid and then sold it. For some reason, I don't know why I sold it. But
Never just wanted one since. Been waiting for the right one.
Well, I sold it because I needed somebody at the time,
Yeah.
and then what we invested the money in. And I always said that when what we invested the money in,
When the time's right.
the time's right, I'll get one back. Unfortunately, my wife agreed as well. His mother.
Usually it's a case of them not agreeing and you're just doing it anyway.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good that she's agreed.
Yeah. So what's your history of this watch with? Do you mind asking? It was just one owner before.
Yeah, so one owner from New. I think we bought this and the Submariner non-bit off him.
Yeah.
And he was the original purchaser and
Yeah.
Submariner. But the watch is literally, as you see, like brand new. The watch that he had in his collection, and he actually wore the Submariner more
Yeah.
than that, and he wore that for special occasions. So
Yeah, this is like the kind of flagship racing watch from Tag.
Yeah.
I think it's if people think of Tag, they'll think of the like Carrera range,
Yeah.
and then the Monaco.
Yeah. Yeah, and I was thinking about the 11 or the 12, but I had the 12 before, so I thought, well, I'll stick to the 12. Yeah, because mine didn't have this before when they were, I don't know when they changed these, I think it was about 2010, where they opened it up at the back.
yeah, it's a nice touch, the open case.
Yeah.
Nice to see the movement.
And I've got a U-boat, and that's just like huge, and it's got the same thing on the back.
Happy with it? Is it what you expected?
Yeah, it is. It is absolutely mint, isn't it?
I think it's actually nicer in person. I was trying to get better pictures of it yesterday, but the blue dial in person is a lot nicer than on the photos.
Yeah.
When I sent you the photos, it looks more flat, whereas the in real life,
Yeah,
it's
it is.
obviously, it's got a really nice shimmer to it.
It's far better condition than mine was.
Yeah.
It is, like you said,
Like a brand new watch.
it is almost like a brand new watch.
We tend to buy most of our watches from mainly collectors, so
Yeah.
people that are well looking after the watches. And this was literally just an occasion watch you wore maybe once a month on a
That's what I'm
weekend.
thinking,
So,
yeah. It is really...
How much is this up for, Josh?
it was up for 3,650.
Yeah.
We can do a
So
slight
it's-
deal on it. Yeah, we can do 3,500.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of watch for the money.
It's
as
a lot.
well.
It's a lot of watch, and I
No, it
think
is a good price.
that's quite significantly under retail as well, isn't
Yeah,
it?
I think retail's slightly more.
I think they're around $5 and a bit grand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
for a
five
brand new
and a
one.
quarter, yeah.
Yeah, for a brand new one. So for the price difference, you're getting basically a brand new watch
Yeah.
for obviously second-hand money.
Don't drop it, mate.
And how did you want to pay the balance? Do you want to pay?
I can pay by card, yeah. I mean, I've got my phone in case the card...
no problem.
I'll let you put it away.
No problem. What do you fancy next? Do something next?
No, go that.
Nothing right now.
No. It's been a 7-year wait to get one back, so...
Now you can just enjoy it. Where that's your receipt.
Yeah, brilliant.
And everything's in that.
All for sensible
So?
watches. That's going to go up. And this is
Excellent.
gonna
Good to go. Have a safe trip back, and obviously hopefully we'll see you soon.
Out of interest, how did you discover Watchtrader?
It was just looking around, really.
Did you see it online, or was it on the Instagram, or?
Yeah, it was online. I found one last week, but there was just something that I wasn't sure about it, you know. The history was a bit dodgy, and so kind of when I first rang you, Josh, it was kind of Tuesday or Wednesday, wasn't it?
Yeah,
So-
Tuesday or Wednesday this week.
And then it was just a case of, you know, seeing how good it was, and I'll be perfectly honest, it's actually better than I thought. So
Amazing.
Well,
Trip well done.
Thanks a lot for the business and what for that's not yours.
I thought you was giving me another one.
No. That's your water for the road. Yeah. Thank you very much for the business and nice to meet you.
No, pleasure.
You started, son?
Just doing a bit of unboxing, some new stock.
Let's go with this. It's a Rolex, so it's a good start. GMT Batgirl. This is our probably 4th one in stock. We sold about 3 last week. These are flying out. This one is a 2020.
I think I've got another one of them.
Available. Want a little hand there, Jack? Trustworthy.
Go to the gym, man.
Trustworthy Stanley.
Meet my mate Stanley. How I roll. Like Christmas every day.
Straight for the big present.
I can't even open a freaking box.
This isn't how we recommend you unpack the return boxes that we send out, though.
Definitely not.
Pepsi.
Ooh.
Ah, got the matching pair then.
Not stickered, but it looks like its own one, to be fair to it. It's got one sticker on the clasp there.
It's just classic, isn't it? Iconic.
I bought them too.
Good little buys. I've seen double.
All the GMTs.
Another Batgirl. This one is new card 2020. So
I feel like this seems to be the watch of the
this is the watch of the month.
Yeah, it's hot.
Flavour of
It's
the
hot
month,
watch.
isn't it?
It's probably been the hottest watch of February for us anyway. The amount we've bought and sold.
I prefer the Pepsi though.
Yes, there's a Pepsi. I prefer the Pepsi, but I think the Batgirl's probably a little bit
Has
better
the, has
value.
the price moved at all? or
The
just
Pepsi's
same?
gone up to like 24 grand now.
24.
23 to 24, whereas the Batgirl's probably sitting low 20s.
Mm-hmm.
The maximum we saw one for was around 21, so
For brand new.
I think it's still got room to grow if it follows in the footsteps of the Pepsi.
Mm-hmm.
Good buy. GMT Batgirl. First watch we're going to take in Part X. This is our 5th in stock now, I think. Got 5 of them in stock. I did sell 2 yesterday, so this is now going to be with 4, so it's not too bad then. We've got a 41mm sub. That's brand new, one more. So did you buy this one new? And both of them are yours?
Yeah,
from
both
brand
are
new?
mine,
Yeah,
brand new,
okay.
yeah.
And you want to take a look at yours?
I do.
Have you been looking for one for a while, or
I've already got a Panerai.
have you? Which one?
Just a Luminox 005 base
okay.
one.
So
But
this
I've
is
been
the
looking at it.
Submersible 42mm. So have you got rid of all your Rolexes and you're just going to have this in the other Panerai, or?
No, to be fair, I've got a couple of Tudors as well. So I brought that other one in as well.
Which one?
The black one.
Black Tudor, I need a price. If you give it a John, he'll take a look at it and price it up. John, can you just price this Tudor up, because I wasn't actually sure. There you go. Box is so cool as well. With the toolkit and the straps, class. Like it?
I do.
You know what, that wears a lot different.
Yeah,
I thought it would be a lot bigger, you know.
No, well,
it
it's
actually
42, but
wears
it's.
really nice.
I tried it on yesterday.
It doesn't. To be fair, it doesn't wear much bigger than the rest of the sole.
Yeah, it's 1 mil difference. Just usually the case is usually a lot thicker, but it fits really well. If you think that's the same size as a Skydweller, and I couldn't get away with a Skydweller, but I could probably get away with that.
Tool in there.
Yeah.
It sounds like we're just saying it when you say it, but that actually is one of the nicest
I know, that's what I was going to say, but I didn't want to say it just because you think I'll be saying it, but it is.
The one I was
really
looking at
cool.
was the one where it's just silver bezel.
Yeah.
But then I seen you had that in.
Nah, I prefer that one.
The little blue accents, it's nice.
Well, one of my favourite watches is the Yachtmaster 40.
Yes.
And that's with the rolling, but with the baby blue little markers. I just think it looks really cool. So it's a nice touch. There's your warranty card as well, so that's when it was dated.
Oh,
So it's literally like brand new. Well, it's never been worn, so it's brand new. And that's all your tags and everything inside of there, in your little booklet.
Do you think you keep it on the rubber strap, or would you put it? I think is that a sailcloth strap?
Yeah,
I think
so-
it is.
Got this strap as well. I'm not a massive fan of this. I'd probably keep it on the rubber, but
Probably
It's
get
nice to have the option though.
the presentation of these compared to Rolex is so much nicer, isn't it? With the box and stuff, all the gadgets. And you've got your toolkit there, but if you ever did want to put it on the other strap, just bring it back to us and we can do it for you. It is very easy though, but just in case. Do you want to wear that one out? Or do you want to unbox, yeah?
Come back to wear.
I'll just fill a buying sheet out for your 2 watches.
Have you seen any of the YouTube stuff?
Yeah, but to be fair, I think I've watched pretty much them all.
Yeah.
Really? Sweet.
It's cool.
What do you think about the London Watch Show? Do you think you'll consider that?
I wanted to go down to the last one, but I never had time. So
It's really good crack. It's on for 3 days this year as well.
Yeah.
Is it?
There's going to be 2, so it's coming up in March, the 18th of March.
Ceramic, yeah.
Yeah, black ceramic bezel.
Black ceramic. So they did a black PVD or DLC one of.
Oh, it's open back as well.
But then that's a newer one, that one. And I think it's a bit bigger. I think that's 42mm. Don't quote me on it though.
So we just had the customer come down there. He took a Panerai Submersible. He part X's 2 Rolexes. So he part X a GMT-Master II Batgirl 2020, and then a brand new 41mm date sub. Unworn, full set, both available now. This is probably our 4th one in stock now of the Batgirl, and we've got 2 or 3 of these, so they are flying out, but we do like to stock up on them because they're the best everyday watches that sell every single day. If you're looking for one, you know where to come.
Have you travelled far?
A couple of hours. Dunbar.
You've come for the Jaeger?
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Jaeger.
Yeah. We've got a little bit of a thing. I met somebody from the company a few years ago, and he called it the French pronunciation, which is Jaeger. When you say Jaeger, you become a little bit affected. So it's Jaeger or Jaeger, however you want to do it.
Depends who you're talking to.
Yeah, so here we are. So there we go, Polaris blue. I've tried to describe to the younger guys in here that is a modern watch, but it's the closest you're going to get to a vintage watch because it's all styled from vintage.
68 sort of
but
model.
then they've put a fantastic blue dial in, which gives it that super modern look. But obviously, you know, the powers that be have designed this strap to look like a vintage strap. With a
which is part of what appealed to me basically.
with a modern deployment catch. So I think you've got a real winner with a lot of, you know, classic functions, classic features. After a couple of times when you've done it, you'll find that easily closes, and then that folds into there. I just don't want to hit your skin.
That's good.
So I was just admiring your watch that you were taking off. When we get, shall we say, a gentleman coming in to choose a watch, I find it really enlightening to have a look at the watch that he takes off and sort of compare. You know, people sometimes go for polar opposites, and they might have a sports watch and they're looking for a dress watch, or they go for something which is totally out of the comfort zone. I think it's called sometimes a midlife crisis. If you were coming in and buying a yellow gold with diamonds, it's a midlife crisis. So
no, well, most watches like this one's from like the 50s. Most of my watches are sort of vintage. And primarily from the 50s era, the 60s. Got an Amiga, Rolex. So this is actually really modern for me.
So modern for you, obviously, quality wise, you know, you've got one of the oldest watchmaking houses, famous for the Reverso, which we did a little YouTube on a couple of weeks ago. I get asked all the time about brands. I'm wearing a Zenith, which we spoke about last week, and I did exactly the same. When you talk about Jaeger, Zenith, I mean, when you get into the realms of Patek, which now everybody knows, when I first started, my passion was sort of chronographs, was vintage chronographs. So I've got a collection of pre-Tag Heuers. Then I've gone on to, you know, more modern watches, and then when you talk about the realms of Patek, which everybody knows because they are so famous, I used to get offered Pateks and there was nobody to buy them. You had to be wealthy and a real true watch person to put the money into a Patek. Now it's...
To be honest, even if I had the money, which I don't, I wouldn't buy one because they don't appeal to me.
Where's the venue today, I'll show?
I've got a watch which I'll show you when we're wrapping up. That's a vintage Divers Submariner, but it's a Comex one now. Anybody that's into wristwatches knows that Comex was a dive company, and they put it on the dial. The divers up in Aberdeen at the time used to, because they would walk into the pub and people would go, "Oh, you've got one of them free Rolexes," and they would send them back to Rolex, and they would have a plain dial put in. Now that's obviously devalued the watch by half of its appeal. Yes, it's got the engraving on the back. Anything that's rare is sought after. Anything that's sought after is valuable.
So I mean, they made most of the Patek calibers, didn't they?
Yeah.
Watchmaker, I think they call them.
You tend to find that the famous watchmakers, so Roger Dubuis worked for Patek, Gerald Genta, they've all had at some point worked for a different company. So you can see the influences when they've gone from one company, because you might have an Audemars that looks like a little bit like Gerald Genta. You might have an Audemars that looks a little bit like a Rolex. Gerald Genta's famous for making obviously the bracelet and the case for the quartz Rolex, which was a huge flop, but now is very, very desirable.
How did you disengage this?
So it'll feel as though you're breaking it a little bit, but that's what you're doing. You're just snapping that off,
snap it up,
and then just pull. And
okay.
Obviously the watch is as new, so the catch is tight.
I'm guessing it's under
manufacturer's warranty. It was purchased through the Oram Group, and the card and paperwork are blank. It will obviously be registered on the system, so you've got manufacturer's warranty.
Do I have to register it then?
No, we give a 12-month warranty with the watch.
Right.
So what we would say is that if you have a problem, that's for mechanical.
Yeah.
Obviously it doesn't cover accidental damage.
No.
What I would say is if you have any issues, give us a shout.
First call.
Obviously if it's something that's covered under manufacturer's warranty, we would send it back to manufacturers anyway.
Yeah.
If it turned out that one of the hands was sticking and it was a case of the watchmaker could do the job in 30 seconds or an hour's worth of labour, we would just do it for you anyway. The modern manufacturers are looking at sort of 12 to 16 weeks. We're coming out of a global pandemic, but Brexit and COVID have had a massive effect on any work that you're trying to get done. I used to, on average, parts were 2 to 5 days from the UK or Europe, pre-COVID, pre-Brexit. I'm lucky if it's 2 to 5 weeks at the moment, but it's part and parcel of the way that it's.
You're not alone. That's all I can tell you.
So I'll box this up for you. I'm not going to close it because it'll close too tight and it'll stretch the strap.
Yeah.
So that's just going to go in there. That's point of sale swing tag, international warranty card, which has got all the watch details on. There's some further Jaeger stuff. And you've got your guarantee certificate, which is an old-fashioned paper one, and there's a manual in there. Manual sealed, but I'm sure you can open that up and have a little peruse.
Yeah. Good. Right. Okay.
You've got. Is it a balance of?
I think there's been a deposit paid.
500. Yeah.
Yeah.
Deposit.
So you've got a balance of 4,150.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what model is it?
It's a Polaris.
Polaris. Thank you.
I've been dying to say this. Are we on camera? Another satisfied customer at Watchtrader. Leave it to Hendo. He'll come up trumps.
Thanks a lot.
Okay now.
Thanks very much.
Car here, Harry. There's a new one. I wanted a new Range Rover and ended up with this one. So nowhere to park, I'll pull around.
Park it over here. Yeah, I need to drive.
Sounds hilarious though. Whoa, triple exhaust.
Right.
I'll go park it over.
Wouldn't fit in that. I'll get some content with this little thing.
100%. Little Brabus way.
Mate, it's... Watch it fast, mind.
This is my commission.
Wait, this is a crease. The little Brabus.
I think this should be your new car.
It could be, you know.
Yeah, on the hunt for a new
How much
car,
is one
I
of
think.
these worth?
The amount of money you spent on it, I think you spend more money on the actual car
Than it cost?
They're worth, yeah.
Wow.
It's got to be like 15, 20 grand though. It sounds like there's like no window. Where the fuck's the engine?
No.
Sounds like it's out the back though.
The engine must be in the back.
So literally just came back up from London. The GMT steel. So it was in our London store. That's what they did.
So what year is this one?
So this is 2019.
Does that mean it's got an elder movement on?
No, so it discontinued in 2019. So it's the last off the actual production. So obviously it's 3 years old, but it's technically it's not really because the watch discontinued then.
So for me, it's a bit less flash than the Batman.
Yeah.
Pepsi. They've gone.
They've gone crazy. Well, since we last spoke, everything's probably gone up. I'd say 3-4 grand minimal from the prices when we obviously last dealt with each other.
That one's a bit kind of quieter for me in terms of like wearing.
Yeah, well the conditions like brand new. Are you going to wear it every day or do you want to rotate between? So you've got a Pepsi.
No, I've got rid of them.
Oh, you got rid of them?
I got another AP.
Oh, really?
Anyway, yeah, APs are much better.
Yeah.
But I've still got that Montauk. I don't know if you remember that one that I wear.
The one that you brought in last. Yeah.
You know.
This is nice. So you've literally just kept this in the box, brand new stuff.
Oh, that is lovely.
Yeah. So AP navy.
Wow.
With the open case back as well. It's cool.
I really prefer these with the steel bezel.
Yeah, rather than like a black ceramic bezel. Yeah, me too. I've been trying to buy this for about a year nearly now. So
I've had two.
We finally got it.
This one's a bit too dressy for me. They're lovely. I mean, the bracelets are fantastic on these.
Yeah, it's a lovely watch. What's that? The non-chrono. Yeah.
Yeah.
Blue dial. That just came into stock today. We're doing quite well with APs. We've sold 2 blue chronos. We've got a white chrono in stock, and then we've got this. I think I've sold it. Yeah.
See, I've always went with these chunkier ones. I've got the original navy, which has got a white face.
Yeah.
And they're daft money now as well. In fact, almost quarter of
Yeah.
them. I've got the original Safari, and I've got the
We've just got a
best edition one.
Oh, we've just got a vampire.
Vampire today. If you like
No, I'm getting rid of this one. I remember Hendo was trying to sell us one a while ago.
Really?
It's not his, is it?
No,
it's
the new one.
Ours is the new one with the black ceramic, not the steel. So it did have the steel bezel. Discontinued that one and brought out the black
ceramic. Get out and
ceramic.
try and persuade her.
I'm struggling to part with this one, if I'm honest. Because that
I'm
one's
surprised
kinda
you've kept it brand new in the box. I thought you might get.
Well, I
You
know.
might have wore it.
I bought it. I think I bought it. I told you who I bought it off. And with the intention of wearing it. And then I got a new rubber strap for the Montauk Highway one. And I've just like, I've had that watch 12 years now. I just continued wearing it. You know, and that was something. I mean, I never wore the Pepsi. It's in there somewhere. 18250. It says. It'll be in there. Might be underneath, Josh. Actually, is that it there?
Yeah, that'll be it. Were you the original purchaser of this, or did you just put your name on it?
I put my name on it because it'd been unregistered. Because I wanted a new one, and that was obviously the newest I could get.
18250.
So it was unregistered and I can't think of his second name.
Vampire Harry.
Vampire.
The new one, the ceramic bezel.
So it's got the red chrono hand, and then the inside of the strap red.
Offshore, just nicknamed the Vampire as well.
You could dress up as a vampire for Halloween this year and rock the vampire.
It's very pretty. Very pretty.
I love the strap on that. That's two-tone. Really cool. Instead of just like a flat black strap.
I've got
this one's quite cool. This is the Tuat Wardo. It's a 1 of 100.
So the original navy.
Have we had one of those in before?
Came with a hornback crocodile strap with a white stitching. And I think they're banned in a few countries now.
Really?
So I think
so
that's
the
why
stitching. So it's a leather strap with the stitching along either side.
But it's hornback crocodile, which I think the issue is. And I had to pay nearly 400 quid for it a few years ago when I got a new one.
What?
But I never put it on the watch.
You kept it fresh.
I think it's called Lambs. Anyway, I got it up in Edinburgh.
When you say hornback, is that where the strap has like a raised section in it?
In the centre?
Yeah, so it's like the volcanoes and stuff
it's
like
not
that.
It's not that, it's crocodile. It's horned back crocodile. And I think that you know, with all the green stuff.
I don't think they're as comfortable though as a rubber strap.
It goes with that watch though.
Yeah, it goes with the watch. Goes with that watch. I think as actually wearing the watch, I don't think it's comfortable. Can't really beat it off.
Well, I bought it after that. When I started getting into kind of rubber ones, it was Hendo that mentioned the rubber ones. I got like a darker blue one for that, similar to that. And it is much comfortable on a decent one anyway.
I think it looks good though. Aesthetically, the leather does look good with the.
Oh, it does. It's ideal, you know, the white stitching and the white face. It's perfect. It's perfect. But when you see them for sale, because they're all 10, 12, 15 year old, you don't see them with a strap.
Yeah, the original strap.
I'm keeping it anyhow.
What do you think about this?
Yeah, it's canny. You know,
well, the condition. I wouldn't want to say it's unworn because I know my customer has probably worn it, but the condition, I don't think you'll find a cleaner watch. It's literally like brand new.
And what did we say? Mine in 7K?
Yeah, I'll double check.
No, we didn't.
You never know if you didn't try. Never know.
Has that got a spare link?
Yeah, it's. I've got the link in the back.
Because it's.
So I think there was one removed from the customer I've got.
I know it's not then.
Yeah, they say that's not the Batman, but it's the one that Batman would actually wear.
Yeah, the all black.
I mean, the Batman is nice.
I like the Batman, but I prefer this. Is a watch that you're going to probably wear daily or quite often. I would prefer the all black.
And I prefer to this Submariner, which is
it's a bit more interesting, isn't it?
I think the sub's just a bit too plain. If you're going to compare the two, you've got a bit more about this, obviously with the dual time zone.
These will go up as well, no doubt.
Yeah, cool. Well, they have gone up probably since when you were last here. They were probably around 10 grand.
Well, do you know the last time I bought those two? I don't think he's here. Anyway, there was another lad. No, there was another lad here at the time.
John.
It was John, because you remember he liked the dog.
Oh yeah.
And he was trying to, and I asked him to show us a root beer, and it was 13k at the time. And when I looked at it, I thought, it's awful that.
Yeah.
So I didn't buy it. And they're probably they must have got up 10 grand over there. Anyway, good luck to somebody who's bought it.
25. Well, that's what I say. So these were probably like 10 or 11 when you were last in, and now these have raised in price as well. Obviously, they're all discontinued. The Batman, well, the Pepsi's not discontinued, but the Batman's discontinued as well on the ice, and then they brought it back out.
Yeah.
But this hasn't been brought back out, so I think investment-wise to climb, I think this will climb even more.
Well, you don't know, of course, because the models are April. It's April, isn't it, when they declare?
April, we'll find out what's discontinued and what's coming back.
Yeah.
I cannot see them. They're not going to bring out this again.
So, what did you offer me?
I say GMT on Jubilee bracelet.
How about that one?
GMT Jubilee.
GMT, so 41 mil.
57.50.
Yeah, no, 40 mil. GMT.
Black bezel Jubilee.
Black bezel Jubilee go alongside the Batman and the Pepsi. How about that one, Harry? Yeah? Like that one?
I think that would be a great looking watch. I rate that.
How about this one? So bring it back. Yellow gold, what about this one? So you're in charge of new releases for Rolex. You've got carte blanche to do whatever you want. So you've got yellow gold, GMT.
All yellow golds.
In the Jubilee bracelet, the ceramic bezel, maybe stick a green dial in it.
I'm just thinking though, like, there's nothing with a full gold Jubilee, is there, that you can get currently? Nope. But there has been historically full gold Jubilees, right?
Bring it back to the old school.
Yeah. That was the one watch that you could actually buy.
That would be interesting. I'd like to see that. Definitely.
I want the 6, didn't I?
Yeah,
GMT Jubilee.
I think you're trying to knock us a couple of quid.
57.50.
Yeah, no,
you do 6.
I couldn't do
GMT.
Promise.
Black bezel Jubilee.
What you got for around 7k in a watch then you can give us instead.
What, and this?
I think that would be a great looking watch. I rate that.
How about this one? So bring it back.
Anything? I mean, I'm just making an assumption that there's something floating around. It's probably too low a value, was it now for you, Lance?
Like something like even that.
GMT.
All yellow.
How much is that?
That's like 8 grand, over 8 grand now. This is what I'm saying.
Really, is it?
7 grand.
Are they about 4?
No, this price, 6,500 quid.
There's nothing with a full gold Jubilee.
6,500. There's a waiting list for even things.
But there has been historically full gold Jubilee.
You used to be able to walk in, and that was the date just that you could. That was the one watch that you could actually buy.
That would be interesting. I'd like to see that.
I'll tell you what that's up for. Just 7 grand in this market these days literally gets you nothing. This would get you, well, you'd get one of those all day long for less than that.
Well, we'll just go with a cast steel then if there isn't anything, because there's nothing.
That can be 750.
I don't even like it though. Josh was just.
I was thinking who. It is a clean watch.
I was thinking who could I give it to, but it is a clean watch.
I don't think it's something that would like date or go out of style ever.
It's a nice watch. Classic, it's a classic watch with the white dial. A lot of people don't really like the white dial. They prefer like black or grey or blue, but I think the white's a lot cleaner. You don't actually see it as much.
One's almost double price of the other.
What about that? What about that?
Wow. So who's buying these? Women?
Sure.
No, Josh wears that on the weekend.
Yeah, I wear that on a good day.
Do you?
No, I'm joking. I don't actually wear that. Women, nice women's watch.
What size is that? 41?
That's the same. It's the same watch. So they're both 41s, but that's a
it's just a
custom dial. Yeah.
Right.
It's not an original Rolex dial. It's just custom.
Aye, all Arabica. I used to be able to see them, but I can't remember most of them now. Aye.
That's the only Arabic I can read. It's 1, 2, 3, 4.
I can read it easy enough. I spent 20 years there. I can read them easy enough,
but no, $7,000 these days. Literally, like the last time you were in, you could get anything you want. Well, any off the date just really for $7, but nowadays it's like 85 onwards. Really.
Anyway, let's go with
we'll go with that. Yeah.
Go with that, and then we're done. Thanks.
Quite a while.
Do you want the link in, or do you just want it in the box?
No, just leave it. Just leave it in the box.
Yeah, are you sure?
It's kind of like always, but kind of not. You know, I can do that.
Are you sure?
Stick it in the box.
So Josh, just to summarise the deal here, we're buying the AP.
Yeah, so we're part Xing. So the customer's taking a GMT black steel, and then we're paying a little bit of money his way to take his AP navy, which he's kept fresh for how long? 2 years now.
Lovely.
Brand new, fully sealed, never ever worn. So nice to be started in the stock.